So to start off 2023, ZWO sent me a little bit of a Christmas present, the AM5 and the ASI2600MC. And we're gonna go ahead and get these unboxed. Now, disclaimer, ZWO did send these to me, and I do probably have to send them back unless I buy them, just to get that FTC warning out of the way. So first, I got it in 3 different boxes, and this one is the one the camera's in, but it's a little bit bigger because of something else that I actually bought and asked them to ship with the rest of this. So the first thing we'll go into is what's obviously the tripod, because this is the longest box. So go ahead and get this opened. Very nice. So this is what the box looks like for the tripod for the AM5. Very nice. So this little guy definitely is lighter than the one that comes for the Skywatcher Star Adventure. And the thing I really like about this out of the box is that it collapses way shorter than the Star Adventure one does as well. Oh. And how nice of them too. You got a little removable place to hang things. There's 2 different bolts in here. So this one deals with the spreader and the stabilizer, and this one actually takes the nut into what would go in the bottom of the AM5. But the other neat thing that it comes with too, like I said, a little pouch to store things in, and then some screws for feet if you're gonna put it in dirt, and then a couple extra hex keys, which is very nice because you can never have too many with the way that astrophotography is and the way the mounts are. But yeah, overall, really liking how this mount is put together. It's really nice. And the next box we're gonna go into is the big one here. That is the beast of the bunch. And there it is. So looks like the box got a little bit of a hit in shipping, but that's fine. And so far, just in the box, it is a little bit heavy. They did design it for portability. However, it's definitely lighter than the Skywatcher ASI2600MC-5 Pro. So let's get it out of here. Well, they put a lot into this box, didn't they? Well, that's nifty. So one nifty thing that gives ZWO an advantage up against the others is that they include a carrying case straight off the bat. I don't think I've seen very many that do that. It seems like most of them you have to provide your own way to store it and to haul it, but this, I like this. And it has a shoulder strap too, so if you want to be lazy about it and sling it over your shoulder, it's even better. You see it's got a nice little design of a couple galaxies and stars and planets. That's awesome looking. Nothing on the other side though. There it is. Cool. All right. All right, so straight out of the box, just the mount itself, it is a heck of a lot lighter than going with the ASI2600MC-5 Pro. So if portability is your thing while still being able to use a larger mount, this definitely works out for you. And going around the horn here, we got the power input right here. This right here looks like a default slot for an ASI Air. That way you have an easy spot to mount it. On the other side is a power button to turn it on and off, which is awesome. And then on the front here, you can see that same design that's on the carrying case. And then you have a status, the auto guider, hand controller, and then another power slot. Now remember, I just unboxed it, but I believe that's the one you actually plug your power into. But it looks like it is all USB for control, so for using the ASI Air, they provide a USB cable to plug in and send straight to the air. Now, if you're wondering about mounting your telescope on it, it has both Losmandy and Vixen style dovetail holders. It's convertible a little bit, so you can use whichever one you have. I was actually quite concerned with the wide one that I didn't think this little area would hold the one that I have, but yeah, it will. So if you have the same thing, you should be good to go. Now on the wedge, stereotypical wedge here, you have a couple knobs to loosen and tighten and rotate just a little bit, plus your declination, and also your right ascension knobs. One nice thing that I do like about this, just first look here, is on the wedge, there's actually 2 levels. Now the thing about that is that, say the either Skywatcher mount has a level on it, but sometimes you don't really trust it, but having 2 different levels on there, that might give you a little bit better idea if something's messing up. But the other advantages so far that I see to this is that every knob on this is actually quite large. And for me, it's not a problem. For some people, especially since a lot of people in astrophotography and astronomy are a little bit older, maybe beating up their hands on prior jobs, and turning those little tiny knobs can be a pain. But off first glance, having these big knobs to get everything aligned and mounted and whatnot, it seems like a good move just to help people out as they get set up. Now we're not gonna go over setting this up tonight. The weather isn't playing nice, so I'm just getting it unboxed and taking a good look at it. And once the weather plays nice, we'll do a video about how to get this set up with the ASI Air, and we'll see what we can get. To finish off what else is in the box, a couple more hex keys. So between that and what comes with the tripod, you should be very well off. And then it comes with an ST4 cable, which honestly, because I'm using the Air, I don't think I'm gonna need this. But if you're using a system that isn't the ASI Air, but you're using this mount specifically, depending on what you're using for guiding and whatnot, you may need to use the ST4 cable. It also comes with this handy little controller that, well, we're gonna have to play around with that and see what that's about. But that is it for the AM5 and what it looks like straight out of the box. And we're gonna set that off to the side. And the last thing that we will go over is what's in this box. Okay, so there are 2 things in this box. One of them you know about and one of them you don't. Okay, so the first thing that is in this is the ASI2600MC, which I can't wait to give this thing a try. The reason that I went MC is because I do not have the setup capable of doing mono yet, but eventually it'll happen. But just like in every other ZWO camera box, comes with a slew of USB cables, so you never have a problem there. And of course, just like before, it has a cover for the camera if you're not leaving it attached to anything, and also a few spacers, and again, another hex key, which is very, very helpful. Thanks ZWO for helping out with the toolkit. That's very awesome. And then, of course, as always, the manual. Now, the one thing that I am excited about with this camera is, for one, ooh, that's bigger. This is way bigger than the 294MC-Pro. Well, this is nifty. On the over the lens itself, they put a little ZWO branded cover. That wasn't on the 294 when I unboxed that. They just had the standard cap on there. But the one thing that I am looking forward to seeing is the pixel size in this one is a lot smaller than the 294MC-Pro. And the chip is just a little bit bigger. So for the 294, it is a 4/3 chip. And for this is actually, let me see if I can get it right, APS-C size chip. This actually pairs up a little bit better with my Zenithstar 61, so the pixel size matches up and it gets closer to that, keeping it under 2 arc seconds per pixel. But all in all, just getting this out of the box and looking, it's, the typical. Next time I get another camera, I probably won't show the unboxing, we'll just go straight to first light. But I did want to show that, hey, I did get these things, and yes, a few will have to be returned. All right, and real quick before I give final thoughts on the stuff that's being lent to me, let's go over what I just got that I actually bought and will stick around. And I got the autofocuser. So this is gonna change the game a little bit with getting things focused. Plus it'll add another step into the guides, so that way I can show you guys how to set this up with the typical Crayford focuser. That way you know how to do it if you ever decide to get one of these. Okay, so out of the box, each of these look great. I really love the collapsibility of the tripod that is for the AM5. That makes the portability a heck of a lot easier, and having a case with a carrying strap, you don't have to worry about figuring out how you're gonna haul the AM5. ZWO, that was a fantastic move. I think that's excellent. Out of the box with the 2600 MC-Pro, not much else I can say about it without actually using it first. The nice thing is with the portability of this, it is like taking these two and just merging them, but getting rid of the need for a counterweight, which is pretty awesome when it comes to hauling it. All in all, ZWO, I think so far, getting it out of the box and looking at it and seeing how it feels to be portable and all that stuff, I think it's great. However, I would love to see an iteration of this that is a little bit more budget friendly. That way, as beginners get started, if they want to get an ASI Air and a mount, and they want to get them both from ZWO, they can get something that's within their budget. Mount is just a little bit out of range for those trying to stick to a budget that is rather small trying to begin. This would be more along the lines of what they would save up for afterwards. Just like other forms of technology, when the thing is new, it's usually expensive, but over time, as more of it becomes available, it becomes a little bit more budget friendly. So don't put it all on ZWO. This type of mount is not popular on the market yet. Now, if we can just get the weather to play nice. If you found this video helpful, please do like, comment, and then maybe consider subscribing. I want to thank you for watching. Clear skies.